think it's always in our minds. I think when you're designing and building in these amazing landscapes, you want your buildings to connect, you want your architecture to be valued. And I don't think architecture can be valued unless it is of a place and feels as if it belongs there. Otherwise, the next generation won't cherish it and it will end up just being a ruin or a memory. And I think designing buildings that are truly sustainable, it has to bed in to be part of a place.
Well, han fachod Dualchas ha cílachag an ceall etis na dúine na gael agus an dúich an cultúrach go héin. Chan ila cílachag heritage mar gan bíag as a bhearla ach ruta hanes dóine ha cealte rís an talamh rís an cultúr agus ha torst a thulasí an cáil aga ha cútramach gaoine thuh eilseach.
Well, my colleague used to describe it as the architecture of restraint, and I think that's possibly a good way of looking upon it. A lot of the designs we do are very different, but we tend to be restrained in our architecture. We don't shout out, we don't try and be loud, we try and be simple in the forms, but also highly finessed, and to think about the landscape, to think about the spaces, to think about the light. So yeah, I think Dualchas is probably, there is a sort of restraint to it. Well, I suppose the manifesto again comes from the idea of cultural confidence and Highland architecture being important. And I think when you look at what we do compared to other practices, we have tried to lead the way in establishing that Highland architecture, so people can look at it and say, yeah, that's something that's worthwhile, rather than happened, say, 20 or 30 years ago when people looked at Highland architecture and they dismissed it.
Well, as an Charloch, I can heen harom hennevle brí milliú in the footichen. Ach, nur bha mi nur hanig mi gan eilen agus bha mi cáni kitchen di hennevle. Raimi project for romi a jim tá sí Balabik leis an me borrig agus húr mi mach grá Charloch ma hennevle agus ma henneth as a balasin agus suisnes. Ach, sé galig bheith ma hennevle in the footichen sé scrib uavasach a hanig ar an Ilan. Wel, ha eachcré, ha cwmysio cytrymach gan y tóglyc yn y hasin y jalachig.
In some of the lectures that we give, we show an image of a cottage in Glencoe, and what myself and Alistair will say about it is that piece of architecture has improved that landscape. It's created a picture postcard, and in anything we do, we should be thinking, how do we do architecture that improves the setting rather than makes it worse? So much of architecture that's been done over recent years has made the landscape worse, and I think we can learn a lesson from places like Ireland, where they have thriving rural communities but some really terrible architecture. I think we can do both. I think we can do beautiful architecture and keep our landscapes beautiful.
Well, the way we developed this architectural practice was just through doing it. We had the opportunity, myself and my brother, to start designing houses for friends on the Isle of Skye, and then when they became successful, they were nice designs, people enjoyed them, other people found out about it and they asked if we could design. We then were approached by an architect who had practiced in London for many years, Mary Arnold Foster, and she started working with us, and that's really how we started growing. More people joined the practice to the position we are today, where we have around about 18 people working for us over our two businesses.
We are an artistic practice, but the key thing about architecture is it's not something which is just about being creative, it's about delivery. And you have a lot of responsibilities to your client's budget, to the landscape, to the environment, as well as being creative. So you can't just look upon it as a creative industry, you have to look upon it as something that's much more complicated and multi-layered than just art.